Hi, my name is Andy Mallet, and this is Glimmer DSL for SWT tutorial number 26. So last time we went through Hello Canvas path. Today we're going to go through another Canvas sample, Hello Canvas Transform. However, we're going to start with a much more simplified version of it. So let's get started by launching it. So as you can see, we just see the word Glimmer. So if you were to look at the code, we have a canvas with a white background, and it's got a single shape underneath, which is the text that has the word Glimmer in it, and it's at the coordinates of x0 and y0. So what if we wanted to apply a transformation on this in order to basically enlarge it, for example? So you could do this by applying affine transforms, and we can apply scale in this case and basically double the width and double the height, 2 and 2. And as you can see, it got bigger. Next, what if we wanted to do a translation, meaning moving the text somewhere else, changing the x and y into some other values? So we can apply a translation, for example, of 55 on the x-axis and 65 on the y-axis. So let's do this. As you can see, the word got centered. Finally, we can apply rotation, so we can rotate clockwise by 90 degrees. And if we were to launch it, you can see here the word got rotated by 90 degrees. What you're seeing here is basically affine transforms, which basically apply to geometric shapes. They're also related to linear algebra and mathematics. And you can learn more about them online by checking out the Affine transform page or transformation page on Wikipedia. So you got a lot of different transforms like identity, which it just resets into the basic, the original shape, translation, reflection, scaling, rotation, and shearing. So all of these operations are possible with Glimmer DSL for SWT using canvas transforms. In fact, they usually happen through the transform class in SWT. So you can check out the SWT Javadoc to learn more about the transform class. Basically, any method that's available here that lets you do things like scale, rotate, multiply, identity, etc. is available within the Glimmer DSL for SWT, except declaratively. So in here, you say scale, you use the noun instead of the verb. You say scale, translation, rotation, etc. You can use the verbs too if you want, but by default, the declarative approach is to use nouns. Let's reset the sample now and go back to the original sample. This is the original sample. I am going to simplify it, however, by deleting the 3 other images. Let's get started by one image and launch it. And as you can see, we have an image that has the same transforms that we saw earlier applied to it. So you can apply transforms to any shape you want, including images, which are bitmaps of pixels. To demonstrate, if I were to disable all of those transforms, we got ourselves a big image, and then we scale it, except here we're scaling down. So we're putting 0.21 by 0.21, so that scaled it down so that it fits the screen, and then we apply a translation that translated it towards the center of the screen, and then finally we applied a rotation, which rotated it by 90 degrees. So finally, if I were to reset the sample again, we got 4 images, and if we launch it, as you can see, we have 4 images that are transformed in 4 different ways. They basically all have the same scale, but they're translated and rotated differently. You could say we have a 90-degree rotation, a 180-degree rotation, 270-degree rotation, and no rotation. That's the one with no rotation. Let's play around with other kinds of transformations. One transformation that we haven't seen yet is shear. So if I were to add a shear over here and shear by 0.1 on the x-axis and 0.2 on the y-axis, And then let's delete the other images. And let's remove the transformation as well. I'm gonna launch it. And as you can see, this is the original image, however, it's sheared on the x-axis and the y-axis. So that's just giving you an idea of what a shear is. I can increase it. There we go. Can increase it even further. So that's pretty much it. In order to learn more about transforms, check out the Wikipedia page and any mathematics related resources about geometry transformations and linear algebra. And also check out the SWT Javadoc regarding the transform class. And then finally, to learn more about Glimmer DSL for SWT, check out the GitHub project.